Nation, Maven TV, aka me TV, aka God bless the ring, man. Look, for a while now, you guys have been sending me messages asking me, Event, when are you going to start the fighting game series? When are you going to start this for YouTube, you know, so us guys can get involved? When are you going to get the ball rolling? Well, today is the day. All right, as you can see up top, I want to thank all you guys who voted for the name of, you know, this fighting series. And as you can see, the winner was Symphonic Dueling Orchestra. Now, I will say real quick that the voting was really interesting because at one point, all three names that we had to choose from, or that you had to choose from, I should say, you fans, were neck and neck. So it was very interesting. The guys who came up with these names who didn't get selected, you'd have nothing to be ashamed of. They were great names, okay? I also want to thank the guys who sat on the fan page with me and actually discussed these rules that we should put in place for the tournament, all right? So, you know, this series or whatever you want to call it. So, very interesting. I will say thank you, thank you to those guys as well. And I want to remind people that this series is not about just winning. It's not about that, all right? This is about having fun. We're taking this back, all right? We're going to throw it back, and it's going to be a little bit different of a, fighting tournament that you see in other places. That's the problem. There's not enough, how can I say, variety at this point. So very interesting. Let's get into the rules right now about this, all right? About this series. This is going to be really fun, I feel. But we'll see what happens, all right? Now, let's start off. So the rules. 3-round set. That means players, when you face an opponent, you'll have to play 3 matches against them, all right? Winner takes 2 out of 3, okay? Not a big deal. Now, we're going to talk about, violations and things that are not allowed in this, all right? No spamming, no infinites, no glitching, no lag switching, all right? If said player attempts such, this leads to automatic disqualification out of this series. You understand that? There's no point of cheating, all right? It's about fair play and having fun. There's nothing about it, okay? Now, if violations of other rules that I will explain below, okay, happen, that player has caused, said player forfeits the round, all right? If you get caught twice, then you automatically forfeit. That's simple. You forfeit, your match. It's that simple. You shouldn't be trying this anyway. Like I said, there's no reason. Now, I want to talk about character selection, okay? Now, as you know, a lot of places do, random. And that's what we're going to do. Places, character selection in this tournament will be random. Unless, and here's the thing, I'm going to give you the option. Unless both players agree to terms. That means both have decided, okay, it's okay for a player to have, his or her said character they want to pick, and they can do the same, okay? However, check this out. If said player wins a set, all right, against another person, we're talking about having their own character that they picked. The winner sticks with their character that they picked, but the loser must change the character randomly after the said set, okay? As you can see, this juggles from set to set. So you are literally playing to keep your character. This is the roulette system we're going to run, all right? Now, the reason I do this is because many tournaments already use the random rule. We know that. This means players have become they have to become versed. They have to when it comes to every character. Becoming more of a complete player. That's what we're looking for, all right? More complete players, which also gives the game longevity. You understand that? This is how we used to do it back then. I mean, yeah, you had new additions every once in a while, but not that much. This is the reason why old fighting games are still around. Because people still keep playing them, all right? And they keep using every character and know how to do it, the ins and outs. There were no DLC back then. You know what I mean? We had to make best of what we had, and you had to learn every character, all right, to get your time worth. So, there's another reason I'm also doing this, because we don't have to worry about hearing the complaints from gamers like everyone we saw with Street Fighter 4. Oh, everyone just uses Shotos, or everyone just uses Ken Online when it first came out. This eliminates that, okay? That's what this comes down to. So, pretty much, we're adding this, this roulette stipulation, because if you're going to take a gamble, and if you win, you keep your character. If you lose, you have the opportunity to bump off the opposing player's selected character, which then reverts everyone back to random, okay? So it'll be very interesting. Also, players are not allowed to stop a game in progress, all right? It means if you have an emergency, now I understand, if you have a family emergency or something, or a work emergency, and I understand we all have lives, so it's definitely understandable. But if it keeps happening, we're going to have to disqualify you. You know what I'm saying? I understand, though. Let me know what's going on if something like that happens so that we know. All right? It's not about, all of a sudden I want to quit because I'm losing. We're not going to have that. All right? That's horrible. Anyways, we'll talk about stage selection. It will be random. All right? Stage selection is random unless, once again, both, opponents decide on a specific stage that they want to be on, all right? That's all I'm going to say on that. That's up to the players, okay? Also, this is what, if you guys decide to use a microphone during your fights, no trash talking, Friendly barbs and spats are allowed. They are allowed. Okay, you can have some fun with a little bit of trash talking, but don't go, just don't go overboard with it. You know what I mean? No cursing. All right, I understand sometimes it'll just come out at times when you're playing. That's fine. I get it. You know what I mean? No racist banter. We're not going to have that. No. No sexist banter. No, we're not going to have that either. All right? No death threats or physical violence towards a player. We are not going to have that either. That's automatically disqualification. All right? No suggestions of suicide, as we've seen in other in other videos. Players have actually done this while playing online and telling people to actually literally to kill themselves. All right? We're not going to have that. That's horrible. Take your loss like an adult, have fun, and give each other, I mean, I really shouldn't have to say, but give each other, a good game afterwards. You guys know how this is. It's all about fun. Like I said, this is about representing the fighting game community the way it's supposed to be represented, all right? We see too many times, too many people arguing or starting fights or trying to have gambles on the side or create needless drama just for fighting game tournaments. This is ridiculous. We're not going to have that. We're going to take it back to the arcade days, all right? Even though this is online strictly, we're going to take it back to the arcade days with this, as in everyone having fun and everyone just chilling. You know what I mean? That's what this is supposed to be about. Now, I do want to say that the competitor matchups, the way we're going to do it, randomly picked out of a hat. So there will not be any, just, this is guys, a 1 seed and the other guy's an 8 seed, like, you see in other sports and NBA and stuff like that, or any other sporting event. No, everything's random. So you don't know who you're going to play. And just because you lose does not mean that or win, I should say, does not mean you won't see that player again. You will meet them again. You will match up against them again. And I will put it like this, okay? Because, you guys have already, some of you guys already have started playing each other, all right? You're starting to feel each other out already, and you're getting to know each other, and you've traded, PSN names and stuff like that. So it's really good to see that people are really getting into this, and I like to see that. Now, I want to talk about, as you can see, at first, this was only supposed to be for the PS3, the PSN, but now it is for the Xbox Live. And because I don't have Xbox, there's been some YouTubers who have really been generous enough to come to the forefront and say, you know what, I'll host this. So I want to say, first off, the Brotherhood of Gaming has stepped up and said they want to be a part of this. And like I said, all games will will have commentary, so you will be able to hear things. All right, you'll be able to hear us talking. And also for the Xbox Live, Black Preon has stepped up and said that he will host the Xbox Live part of this. Okay, now the two games that we're going to start off with, I don't need this right now, that we're going to start off with in this series of fighting games will be Blaze Blue Continuum Shift, all right, Extend. That's what we're going to start off with, and also Persona 4 Arena, okay? Now, I know things will change in the future. I will add more games. It's not a problem. I know that you guys want to play certain games and want to see certain, series in this tournament. That's fine, okay? But that's what we're going to start off with right now, okay? I wish that more, fighting games had spectator mode. This is why I was asking you guys before. I wish King of Fighters really had spectator mode. I really did. I really wish they did. They really need to add it. I think it comes down to, at this point, fans really have to start demanding. Capcom's pretty good with it, but start demanding that it becomes a standard when it comes to spectator mode. And I want to talk about spectator mode a little bit, because every time I have tried to watch Persona 4 or Blaze Blue spectator mode randomly, I have not been able to get in. I've seen things online where people, just reading forums, where people are saying that players are looking down on spectator mode because they don't want their secrets handed out. But what? What would you have done back in the day in arcades where people stood there and watched you play? Would you say, don't watch me? Is that what you would have said? Spectator mode is there for a reason, okay? People are not just there to pick up tips. They want to be entertained. They want to watch you play. You should take it as a compliment and not as, oh, someone's trying to steal something. It's a video game. It's a fighting game. There's no secrets to it. There's no personal gain to this. Stop. Seriously. All right? This is what I'm talking about. This is the behavior of the fighting game community that has to change. It really has to. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to put out those rules there. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. You can put it in the comments. If you, like I said, if you want to contact the Brotherhood of Gaming, that's fine. Like I said, Black Preon will be doing the Xbox Live, so if you have any questions about that, you can contact him. This is going to be really interesting. It'll be 3 of us hosting this. It'll be very interesting. I really want to get, like I said, the community involved. I do, because this is something I feel, this is for the fans. Like I said, you guys wanted this. This is for the fans. This is for fun, all right? Like I said, this year I want to have fun, and I think this is, the first step of many to come. That will be fun. Anyways, competitors, you can always sign up. If you still want to sign up, you can always contact, us three. What is it? And I just want to say, I will be doing videos about this in the future, and we will get started. Also, competitors, you will be contacted about your fights a week ahead of time so that you can prepare. Okay? And the reason it took this long to get this going is because there were so many people who contacted me over the holiday, my holiday break, and that holiday, that just not my break, but, holiday, break for kids in school and stuff like that. A lot of people got these games on Christmas. And I didn't want to start the tournament that early. I wanted to give him some time because you don't want a guy who's just, opening the game right out of the box and playing against a guy who's been playing for months. You know what I mean? That wouldn't look well. That really wouldn't go well. So just want to give them a little bit of time, to get their practice in. Anyways, competitors, good luck. And viewers, I hope you really enjoy this.